welcome back to Let's Play Rome Total War Carthage campaign, episode the 41st. And when we left off, we'd captured Numantia. We're going to make our move to take Scallabis and then Asturica and finish off the Spanish once and for all, since I've been handed a very lovely to-do list by a lovely commenter. But, we're going to have to go into the next turn before we can take Scallabis, and before we do that, we need to take out the Julia's navy, and before we do that, I have another comment to discuss today, left on another one of my Rome Total War videos by another lovely commenter slash subscriber. Now, this comment is about modding the game, and as we do know, both Rome Total War and Medieval 2 Total War and Empire Total War, they are very moddable games as far as I know. Like, they're heavily modded. Well, they can be heavily modded, you know. People do all sorts of stuff like making their own campaign maps, changing stats around, even like rewriting the battle engine. And this is what this particular mod that's been mentioned to me is doing. Now, I'm not running the mod right now, of course, because I'm still playing on vanilla with this campaign, but it has been requested that I do play the mod, or at least give it a go. And I was just thinking of how to make it feasible, because as far as I can tell, while the mod is easy to install and uninstall, the thing is, I only have so much time a week where I can record due to the fact I basically work night shifts, so I sleep all morning. And I only have, I mean, on a good week, I have 3 days off a week, but usually it's about 2 or even 1 because I do a lot of overtime at my job. So, it's just a case of trying to work out where I can squeeze in, basically getting 3 episodes of Rome Total War out a week with this, on top of all the other Let's Plays I do. So, as you can see, it's a case of, like, feasibility, and also going through the argy-bargy of installing and uninstalling a mod every time I want to switch is just a little bit of a pain, in a way. Not in a bad way, though. So, I have been thinking, and I think what my proposition to you, Mr. Commenter, is this, basically. I'm going to advertise the mod now because I would encourage other people to check it out as well. I've read through it, and to be honest, it does sound like an interesting mod, so I would encourage people to definitely give it a check out. And I mean, I will do like a playthrough and a review of it, hopefully in the coming months. The mod is going to be in the description, and it's called the Fair mod, and it was actually only made this year. So what the mod does is it changes up a lot of things. I'm going to find an example soldier to talk about today. Let's take this crappy unit of Iberian infantry here, Mr. Crapface. So, as you can see, we have all its usual stats here. 9 attack, 2 charge bonus, light weapons, total defense of 10, 3 from armor, 5 from defense, 2 from his shield, and 1 hit point. Costs 240 to recruit this crappy shit unit. Now, in the Fair mod, things have changed a little bit. The upkeep system, or the pricing system, has changed a lot, where price is now reflective of the equipment a soldier uses. And that equipment is changed to, well, helmet, body armor, and shield. Now, the helmet, as far as I'm aware, I'm doing all this from memory. The helmet, I believe, protects from frontal damage. So, you know, frontal damage that you take when in battle. The body armor is used to protect from flank attacks, but obviously the helmet doesn't count. And the shield, well, does what the shield usually does and deflects arrows. But there's also quite a few drastic changes to the battle engine in the game, which would really change the way you approach battles. Archers have a whole new way of firing. They either fire, I think they fire like faster or slower, it's one of the two. But either way, they expend ammo quicker, and getting into volleys against other archers now just becomes a no-go zone. Spears lose bonuses to cavalry, which means you're going to have to think of a new way to take out cavalry, and a new way to use spears, i.e. try and apply them in a defensive situation, because that's what spears are for now. And also, cavalry, there are basically two new unit classes of cavalry. There's battle cavalry, and I think the other one was shock cavalry. So obviously with the shock cavalry, as you know from later Total War games, they have a purpose of just going in quickly, not big unit sizes, but they get the huge bonus to their charge. So they just get in there, smash things up, hopefully break a bit of morale, and then they just pull out quickly because they can't stand up in a fight. Whereas battle cavalry are just sort of like your all-round cavalry lads who don't have the large charge bonus but can hang around in battle for a bit longer. So, yeah. That's all I can remember off memory from reading the page. I know it's not very professional. Maybe I should have had a script or written down notes or something, but I am going to say check out the mod. There will be a link to it in the description, and yeah. I will try and do a playthrough of it later, because what I'm going to do after the end of this series, I know I've been getting requests to do a Greek cities campaign, which I'm going to do, but that'll be on the vanilla game. And because my laptop can't record anything anymore, because my laptop is dying, tragically, and I don't really feel like paying for a new one, because that's just really... Why pay for a new laptop when I have a gaming PC? Yeah. What's going to happen is at the end of this campaign, which I don't know how long it's going to take for me to finish, given that things are going in my favour now, I'm predicting this might be the same length as my Julii campaign, or a little bit longer. It really depends on how we tackle things and how we play, basically. But what's going to happen is, after that, I'm going to download the mod. I'm going to play a short campaign as for Julii, because I want to use it as a faction I know and a faction I like. Sorry, Carthage, but yeah. And then yeah, on the meantime, in terms of vanilla gameplay, I'll start a Medieval 2 campaign, because I want to start playing Medieval 2 on this channel as well at some point. So we'll run 2 campaigns simultaneously. I just don't want to run 2 Rome campaigns simultaneously, where I'm, you know, switching out mods and stuff, because I will end up forgetting to do it at some point, and then it's just a bit of administrative thing. Anyway, that's enough of excuses out of me and stuff, but once more, thank you for recommending the mod, Mr. Commenter. It will come one day. I really do promise you. It's just a case of finishing the Carthage campaign first, which I am going to really focus on now. And I am thinking of maybe setting aside maybe a month or something in the future. Maybe September, or even November, where I have a lot of time off work, because that's where the majority of my holidays are booked. Where we're just going to do a whole month of Total War videos, just to basically try and finish the campaign, instead of just doing them every weekend. Just you know, just like a Total War month, because yeah, I think there's a few people on this channel who would love that or like that. I don't know. I'm getting a bit assumptive there. Anyway, enough gassing and chatting. I'm going to have to leave a timestamp for when I stop chatting about this. But yeah, let's get back into playing the campaign. So, where we left off, we captured Numantia. We are on the brink of capturing Scallabis. We are looking out to see what we can do with Asturica. Money right now is a little bit poor. But we're going to try and recover that situation now with a quick naval battle against the Julii. Then we're going to go to the next turn and we're going to try and take Scallabis. Whether or not I capture... not capture, but yeah. Also, the other thing I need to think about is we need to work on improve... Oh, we can retrain here, actually. Oh, fuck it. We'll retrain for a turn then, right. But, yeah. The other thing we need to think about now is we need to seriously improve the garrisons of... Well, the garrison and defences of Parma. Once I've got control of the seas, I might ship a few units over, but given that Julii navies do keep popping up with increasing frequency, a land attack could be close, so we need to prepare Parma for a possible land attack, because Parma could be, well, when we have control of the seas, Parma's going to be a very valuable asset to us financially. But for now, we're going to go to the next turn, and we're going to see what Gaul does to respond to my victory, if Spain's going to do anything, and what the Romans are doing. The 3 factions I need to keep an eye on the most. So, next turn, please. Right, so we're under attack. It looks like Gaul's in retreat as well, but the Spanish are deciding to stand up to me, because this guy's just popped out of nowhere, known as Inaki of Corduba. Oh, that town I took ages ago. And Gorgi of Castula has also turned up, so we're fighting an army of about 600 men. I'm outnumbering them by 1,000. Strength ratio is 5-4 in my ratio, but I'm on the defensive again, which means I should hopefully perform a little better depending on the terrain. We are fighting... Oh, right, well, we are going to win then. It's just all round shield cavalry. They suck, because I have long shield cavalry now who will win. Right, well, this will be a good battle at least. I can take out, what are you? A family member. Oh, well, not faction leader, but I guess it'll do. He's the faction leader, though. He will do. He does have some of those blasted warhounds, though. They're going to be the prick to deal with. But we have one deploying behind us, one deploying sort of behind us. Basically, we're going to be sandwiched, but with a proper formation, we should win. In war, important events result from trivial causes, by the way.
The enemy are here. They are ready to meet their gods. Take up the sword and be ready when the moment comes to fight. There is no shame in being scared, but fear should never be your master. Now cheer, you noblest of men, and sound the advance!
Alright, let's sound... Well, we're not sounding in advance. The enemy will be sounding very advanced. But you know what? I was just looking at this battlefield. I am sure I have fought here before. Well, obviously I have. I'm sure this is where I had one of my better battles in my Julii campaign. Ah, nostalgia and memories. Can't remember who I was fighting with. I mean, obviously it was probably the Spanish. I think it was when Spain was just really trying to fuck me up, but then I was trying to basically exploit the fact that the Spanish get a little bit frenzied whenever I shoot them. Anyway, let's build a formation. So right now my army's facing this direction, so all this cavalry will be descending from here. I do have some forests to use, by the way, so that's going to be a good place to hide a few skirmishers or a few Iberians. Don't really have any Libyan spearmen in my army, but obviously I've only just unlocked them again. And I suspect that the other enemy army will be coming from this forest here, so using the trees might have just become a little less viable due to the presence of war dogs. But hiding some skirmishers, maybe using them as a somewhat expendable unit, could just buy me time to build up a formation. So I'm gonna hide some skirmishers here and use them just to slow down the enemy. They probably will get mauled by war dogs, but so you know what, I will leave one unit of Iberian infantry in front of them. And no, I don't want to look at their stats. We've already looked at their stats enough today. But yeah, no, just go here, just go here. There we go.
On our way.
Just use them for protection, keep them in a guarding formation. Right. Now, obviously, my game winner today is going to be the cavalry. So I'm going to place two of my long shield cavalry in the forest because I want. My long shield cavalry did take quite a battering in their last battle because I used them a little bit unwisely. But here, since they will clearly outrank the enemy round shield cavalry, I want to try and spring them in on the flank and use them as a nasty surprise. I'm going to use my regular shield cavalry here, my round shield cavalry. They're going to be the bait. They're going to be the front line, basically. Infantry will go on the flanks. I'm going to try and use them to try and flank around and bog down the enemy cavalry. Make sure I don't move these two, by the way, because get them into a group. Now, so let's just... And also skirmishers will make the core of my defense today. Because there isn't really anywhere I can put the skirmishers. I am going to keep them in a loose formation, but just to try and keep cavalry charges down to a minimum. Because obviously we are going to get charged by cavalry, and that would be a good idea for all of my men. Actually, a loose formation is gonna be really vital to winning. Like, come on, you guys, loose formation. These guys just don't want to do a loose formation today, but right. Other Iberians, let's get you into a loose formation. If we just keep the formations loose, it's just gonna help us out in the long run. Because like if the enemy tries to do a wedge formation or something, it's just not gonna work for them. We're gonna keep one unit of Iberian infantry on this line here. Make sure they're in loose formation. Just gonna have to adjust their line a little bit now. There we go. And as for the general, he's gonna sit here for now. He's probably gonna go flanking, but I also want to keep him here because of the enemy king. He's my prize target for today, so I want to make sure I have something ready to deal with him. Depends how fast the enemy approaches. But there we go. Loose formations to deter cavalry. Nice skirmishers just to try and get some pot shots if we can. Ambush here to try and slow down the reinforcing army. And long shield cavalry out of sight because they're my more powerful unit. I want to bring them in at the right moment. So let's get the enemy forward.
The enemy have proved their cowardice. They have reinforcements. As if numbers mattered.
Yeah, but obviously it's not cowardice when we bring reinforcements. We've got to remember that. But right, the enemy is advancing directly towards my cavalry, so they're taking that bait there. The other enemy army is on its way. They're going to take some time to arrive, so it's just the fact that if I do set my skirmishes on them, I am concerned that the war dogs are going to help them. But right, I think they just got to be a sacrificial unit for today. Sometimes sacrifices need to be made in battle. I can't keep everyone alive. Right. Cavalry, you better be ready to have a little bit of a bash though, because all of our enemy is coming forward now. Every last single dirty, stinking round shield cavalry is going to say hello. But yeah, we'll kill them all. Simple as that, really. We'll just wipe them all out. Just let them approach for now, nice and slowly. Just keep my other cavalry hidden. I'm not sure if they're going to come anywhere near my ambush, by the way. Oh well, it's the fort that counts. Anyway, they're splitting up into 3 units. So Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3. So Unit 1, dirt. Unit 2, dirt. Unit 3, dirt. Round shield. Long shields. We smash that general into little pieces. Right. So here they come. All the horses won't stop braying and whinnying and ninnying. I want to try and get these guys in range of my skirmishers as well. So it's just once I'm in range of my skirmishers, I'm gonna close in. Just here they come. It's a bit absurd I'm using cavalry as a front line, isn't it? But right. Go, go, go. We want the charge bonus. We don't want them to get the charge bonus. Right. My cavalry has moved in to engage. Skirmishers are going to start doing everything they can. And we're already pushing some of the enemy into a rout. So I am going to bring some infantry forward just to go in to support. He's spotting my long shield cavalry, so he's not taking a bait as such, but you know. I wanted to use my long shields to take out his bodyguard. Right, they're all on the route. Don't bother chasing them, because we've got a reinforcing arm to deal with. Right now, just lump on that enemy general and just see that he dies. Simple as that. I'm just going to lump on him. Done.
Smile upon you today. The enemy general has been killed and his men lose heart.
Right, that's that army done. Done and dusted. Right.
Ready. The enemy flee. Chase them from the field and give them no rest or pity.
Right, you guys start making a formation. You guys return to your hiding spot. Whether or not the enemy notices you and sends something to deal with you, I don't know. But we want to try and bring this enemy back to our formation again, see if we can use our missile units. But, whoo, good victory there, good victory. Plenty of those guys went down. I think it's probably because I have upgraded weapons and I don't think they do, so I've got a higher attack value than them. But also just because I'm better and I'm not a barbarian. Did take considerable losses on my side, of course, but obviously that's what happens when you use round shield cavalry for anything. Either way, a fair fight at the end of the day. Anyway, let's keep bringing our enemy forward. They're just waiting for their opportunity. This general's bodyguard is going to be far tougher to crack though, so we are going to bring. Which one are you again? Melkart Piles Hardamentium. I'm going to bring him into this battle this time, as well as my long shields. My long shields actually took minimal casualties, but I am going to have to send them back to Carthage though for retraining now. But at least now we pretty much have free movement across Spain, as long as we keep public order up, so brigands won't pop up all the time. But yeah, it's nice to finally have a little bit of a continence myself. Now they're preparing their formation because they're getting ready for me. They haven't spotted my ambush yet, and I'm not sure if they will. I'm just not sure where they're going. But even if it's a wasted ambush, I'm still going to make it work. Because even if I'm not noticed, these guys can just swing around the back and, you know, at least take out the warhound to keep them busy. We'll have to see what happens. Skirmishers are still in hiding. Still in hiding. We're not getting ready to do anything just yet. Got a nice formation here. Should have brought some of these skirmishers forward actually, but right, they're coming in. They want the charge bonus this time. Deny them. Just deny them for charge bonus. They've spotted the ambush, so they're gonna go deal with the ambush now. So Iberian infantry, get in there and deal with it. General. Let's get you moving a little bit faster now, just before we deal with any routing, because some of my units are starting to rout. Try and rally them back with your rally ability, and the king's down.
Lies dead. Charge over his corpse and drive his cowardly warriors before you.
Bish bash lickety bosh. I sense a victory. Chase them all down, and we're going to move into Scallabis.
Give them no rest or pity.
Time to put up my feet in my new home. at least the new place I'm going to basically wipe off the face of the earth. Or you know, I'm going to exterminate it because I need the money. Anyway, nice charge down. Come on, just keep chasing them all down. Whatever you can kill, just kill it. Simple as that. Don't worry about the General's bodyguard. They don't have a king to defend now. They've all failed. They're failures. They're useless. Just chase down whatever's left now. Those war dogs got absolutely shattered. Fuck, you guys did brilliant. Even if you did get any kills, I don't know if you did. But if it did, those guys were fantastic. Same goes with the skirmishers. So that ambush did pay off. Happy about that. I think that was a nicely fought battle there. Even if things got a little bit slippy in this engagement with some of my units routing, we did actually come back in the end. Actually, no, these are my long shields. But you know what? Good battle. Good battle.
And no one can argue that it is not both well-deserved and worthy.
Yeah, you know what? It was well-deserved and worthy. We did think about the enemy. We did think about what we did. Because you know what? We had no spears, but we made sure we were in a position to counter enemy cavalry. And that's 2 more family members wiped out. And now the Spanish are down to their last settlement. So, last stand for you guys now. I'm on my way. And losses were an absolute minimum, by the way. Less than 200 losses, and they're down to less than 100 men. Good. Cavalry was naturally the MVP. The skirmisher, one of my skirmishers got 27. The other one got 4. I don't know which one was which. And I don't think any of my Iberians got... No, none of my Iberians got kills. Yeah. Oh well. You know what? Good battle at least. Now come home with the shield or upon it. Well, I think all my men are coming home with their shields. Do an extermination.
Settlement captured.
Now it looks like Spain does have at least 1 family member left, so they are still in this game, but I think we do well and truly have them on the ropes. And resistance is very futile now. End of turn report, by the way. Losing money apparently, but whatever. Faction analysis, by the way. Thais, Thurzia and Mikpailes Volubis have been born, and Anibas Volubis has somehow acquired a drunken uncle. Oh, great. But yeah, I guess the Volubis married into my family, so I guess we're now starting to meet the in-laws. You should do some retraining, by the way, over there, and you're going to be going out and building some forts in a minute, because we want to increase our defensive capabilities here while we do some building and shit. And we retrained a Byreme over here, and the Julii are in retreat, actually, so good. If they're in retreat for now, we'll leave them. I'm not chasing them down because once more the dice roll will probably not be in my favour. I'm sorry, but that just puts me off doing naval stuff. Right. Anyway, this is where we're going to call it an episode, but we're just going to do a few more things first. As we can see, the Spanish are probably going to try and resist us. There is Captain Mikolaus and Captain Mikolas in the area. Mikolas is bringing an army over to probably try and contest my ownership of Scallabis now, so we'll deal with him in due time. Meanwhile, over here, we'll do some... Well, actually, we are going to do some retraining, but you know what? We're going to deal with him now. We're just going to hunt him down and get rid of him. But let's just quickly keep bringing my spy up through the mountain pass now, because this is the next place we need to conquer now, and then that's Spain out, and that's going to be beautiful, having the entire Iberian Peninsula under my control. It's going to be glorious, but it looks like, yeah, there are still some Spanish over here. Captain Zorian is in the hood. Don't know what he has at the minute. We should really check. Just some Iberian infantry. It looks like the Spanish are just going to try and throw whatever they can now at us, because they are running out of options. But if you make your way to Esturca, we already know what... Wow, he can see for miles. Right, well, what do they have here then? Well, they have the last of the Spanish family members, of course. Palban of Bibilis. And he has some Scutari, some round shields, and some Iberians. So this should be a pretty easy conquer. Apart from the Scutari, who could prove to be an annoying unit to deal with, because my Spanish mercenaries, who are basically Scutari, did, well, they take a lot of killing, or at least they took a lot of killing, and, yeah. But I think with enough units and enough cavalry, we'll be able to run them into the ground, or the Spanish will do something stupid. I'm praying for the latter to happen. Anyway, path blocked, yeah, we know about that, and yeah. So let's just finish this battle off with a quick hunting exercise. We're going to take out Captain Mikolaus. So, Melkat, and take your round shields. Happy hunting. Except he's going to run off, of course. How far will he run off? I'm going to take him out anyway, because I don't want Spanish captains in my neighbourhood, so... Just get over there and knock him out, basically. Just, you know, just knock him out. I don't want him around. Right, finishing off with a quick disappointing battle of 60 men. It's just some round shield cavalry. They're probably the ones that escaped. So Captain Hadramentum, or General Hadramentum, because I'm going to only pronounce one of your names because it's so long and so, it does not roll off the tongue. Get in there, do a quick killing, and yeah. Obviously I don't auto-resolve because I don't know, I'm not very logical sometimes, but sod it.
Even now, fear works its magic into our foes. Their bowels weaken and turn to water, and their hearts quake within their chests.
I guess I just like the idea of my men shouting themselves, well, not my men, the enemy men shouting themselves across the battlefield. Make a group, go forward, knock them out. Simple as that. It's just one unit of round shield cavalry. You've got these guys in the bag. Let's just triple speed it, just run over here. So, you know, even though I may as well auto resolve, I just like to take control. Since naval battles never dice roll in my favour, somehow this battle probably wouldn't. I probably somehow lose, like, completely. Look at those horses with their wagging tails, by the way. Wagging in very fast motion. Very, very fast motion. They're nice horses, actually. Well-trained horses. Very nice horses. Horses are nice creatures, aren't they? It's amazing how they let us, like, ride them and do battles on them and shit, though. You'd think they wouldn't like that. I mean, they probably don't, actually, but yeah. Horses are just, they're seen man's best friend in a way, not dogs. Horses. Horses do so much for us, don't they? And that's the enemy wiped out, by the way, and we win.
As enemies, these men are perfect.
I didn't even feel like putting it in normal speed, but I probably should have, but right. They're out of the field, at least.
And no one can...
4 casualties, by the way. 4 casualties on my side. Right, well, at least they're off the campaign map now. Hopefully. If they're still on a campaign. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. How does he get to stay on a campaign map? He ain't even a family member. Oh, well, he's probably gone all the way back over here, at least. So we'll probably never see.
Victory is ours, mighty one.
Well, I would have preferred a total elimination, but fine. He's way over there now, so whatever. The rules on whether or not an army disbands is very weird in this game. But, I think that's a good place to call it an episode, while I just quickly chuck some walls up in Parma and do some retraining. Actually, you know what? A smithy's gonna... I don't know if I want to build a smithy there. But yeah, that's pretty much a good place to call it an episode. So next time on Let's Play Rome Total War... Why am I even doing all this shit? I'm actually going to record an episode in about 2 minutes anyway. Yeah. Next time, marching up to Asturica. Probably going to capture it next episode. So yeah, last stand of the Spanish. Then Iberia falls to me. And we can start looking at what we're going to do next. Do we go east into Europe or south back into Africa? We're going to have to deploy a spy or 2 in Africa to work out what the deal is. Do I have anyone alive in Sicily, by the way? Yes, I do. I still have my spy here.
My eyes
How old is he now? He's like 50. I don't even have anything to do for him. Just go sit in Lillebeum. That town used to be mine. Just go there and just pretend you still live there or something. That was my watchtower. I built that at great expense to myself. Oh wow, the garrison here is shit. Fuck, we should probably just sail out and take that. But then again, we'll have every Roman in the land jumping on top of us if we do that. Just a unit of Principes. Right, you sit there for the rest of your life now. That's where we're going to call it an episode then. So, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Rome Total War. Next time, Asturica, I'm making plans for the future. But for now, I will see you all in the next episode, my friends. Have a lovely evening.